Check this out, guys. I'm under the hood of my car. It's a 2002 Chevy Malibu. I bought it in 2003 for I think about $9,000. You know, it had 34,000 miles on it when I bought it. It's got almost 190,000 miles on it now. It's been a wonderful, wonderful car. I've taken fairly good care of it, I think. But one thing I had happen last weekend was the thermostat decided to stick, which is right under here. It's actually up inside of here. I know it's there because I changed it, and I got it back to where it would open up again with the new thermostat. But another thing it wound up doing is blowing the intake gasket, which is right under here somewhere. So now what I've got to do is break this son of a gun down and change the intake gasket. And by the way, I'm not a mechanic. I've never done this before, so I'm going to take you guys along with me and show you how I do it. Alright, I went ahead and took the hood off so I can see a little bit better, a little bit more room to work. So ready or not, here we go. Okay, the first thing I did was take the battery out to remove any potential hazards and short circuits. So I took that out, took the breather box out, and I'm starting to take the intake assembly out, and I need to get a really close video so I can remember how all this goes back together. So let's continue on. Okay, I'm past the first step of the whole process. This motor has on the intake, it has an upper and a lower, and so I've just removed the upper intake. So now what I'm looking at is the lower intake. I've got a good bit of the components unplugged and removed and out of the way for the moment. So here I go, trying to get the lower intake out. So be back in a minute. Alright, finally I got all the components removed and the lower intake as well removed, and as you can see, my intake has been leaking pretty bad. So hard to tell on the top where it's blown at exactly. But now what I gotta do is get this thing all cleaned up, install the new gasket, and put it back together. Hopefully. Okay, got the all the old intake gasket off with a little bit of help. Got all of the inside surface cleaned. Just got to put some silicone here and here, and I got to torque down all the rocker arms and start putting her back together. Alright, got the intake bolted back down, the lower intake, and it's getting kind of late, so don't know how much later I'm going to be working tonight. Probably a little bit later, because I really wanted to get this back to running tonight, but I've got a little ways to go. Finally got her all back together, everything in place, got the oil changed, battery replaced, water filled up, had to make a minor adjustment until I can get the right hose. That one busted, so the only thing left to do is to fire up and hope she works. Look at that shit! Alright, got her all back together, got her all working, staying within the temperature. New intake gasket. Had to improvise right here so I can get another hose. But other than that, I'm back in business.